So would you mind introducing yourself for the audience, please?
Hi, my name is Yulia Klishina. I live in Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian artist, and first of all, I was an icon painter. So I start my artist career, if I can call it like this, icon painter. And also I restored icons, old pictures, and so on. Also, I make some gilding on the icons. We have some elements of gilding and so on. So I make it and teach a little bit how to do it. And also my soul is in art. I like oil painting, sketching. I like plein air. So it's my major style to make plein air on the fresh air. I make my pictures. So that's all. I'm an artist from Ukraine.
So about the icon painting, you trained to do this. At what age did you start training?
What age? I start to drawing and painting since I was 15, and start to make icons from, I think I was 22, 23, like this. And now I'm 34.
Do you still paint icons as well?
Yes, but not so much, because this year was very hard for all of us. That's why this year I made about 5 or 6 icons, and it was not so big. Can't remember exactly. It's about 5 icons and some pictures. I think when start war here, since February until I think June, I did anything. I just prepared wood fires and tried to realize what happened. That's why this year wasn't so progressive in my life, but still I do, and I'm now in process, and also not so often, but still I teach how to gild, how to working with gold, with polymers. I use natural all materials. So yes, I am in, but as far we have spring now, that's why it's this crazy blooming smell and very beautiful trees inspired to make more plein air.
Yeah. And have you been plein air painting this week? Have you been out doing anything?
This week, now it's Tuesday. Yes, I was.
It's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. I'm sorry. I forget what is the day, and it's hard for me, really. If I remember, it's when I wake up in the evening, I forget. So yes, I did some flowers, spring flowers. What I did, Some fresh air I did. I think I put on Instagram some pictures. Not so much this week, but I wait in a weekend and go on the plein air, because this week I did some digital art. It's my another way. Yeah, because. As I say, this year was not so simple. That's why I decided to start and learn and how to make this digital art, because all I need is just a tablet and pencil. Because, for example, it's my studio, little studio where I am now, but I wasn't here a few months, and when I ran from here, because it's near border with Russia, when I ran from here, I took only my cat and 2 bags. So I can't just take all of my paintings. That's why I didn't do plein air in last spring and so on. That's why I try to figure out how to work with Procreate and so on. And as for me, it's really very interesting. And also, when I make material art, sometimes I try to make some like Procreate, but it's interesting, and it's it's so interesting that I not thinking about bad things, and it's very helped me. I jump in because I have many thoughts.
Yeah, it's okay.
And it's helped me a lot to go from this feeling that everything's so bad. I took some course of digital art, and it was 3 months I studied. And really, I wasn't into like I wasn't into war these months. So it's some of my way.
Yes, and it keeps you being creative.
I try.
Yeah, and not be. I think for an artist as well, not being able to have your paints, your studio, all of your life that you're used to as an artist, to have to leave that and to not have it must be so difficult. But the hunger to create is still there. It doesn't go away so much.
Yes, but first months last year, when war came to our land, I don't know how this period was another artists and painters, but I was in so shock that I can't do nothing, because I only thinking how we will live, will we or not. I just preparing for everything bad in my life, and I thought I saw tanks, I saw these plans. It was horror. So I can't I couldn't in that period.
No.
I think do something a little on April. So it was about 2 months. I do nothing.
That's understandable though, because it's your life, it's your country's survival, and things then like art don't seem as important.
Yes and no. We can't thinking about I have a lot to say, but I understand that we not in that time. It's not, maybe it's not actually now, don't know, but now much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
So your style of painting is so full of life and full of joy and full of texture, and it's beautiful. And Ukrainian painting, Russian Impressionism, Ukrainian Impressionism, I've always been fascinated by it because it is just it has so much joy and so much life. And were you taught how to paint like that, or did you learn yourself how to paint in that style?
I saw some painters who did who work in this style. I begin to make plein air, I think, in 2015. Oh my God, I'm sorry. 2015 year. Yeah, it's right. Correct. Yes. I remember. So I did icon painting. I did gild and restoring. I make some art, but never did plein air. I saw some painters, they make plein air in group on fresh air, and I really was so excited of them, of their lifestyle, of their paintings. Really, in that moment, I remember I thought I want to be so rich to buy their paintings. Because classical art, it's beautiful, it's nice, it's calm, it's okay for me. I like it, but this impressionistic energy, it's like a big fresh wave, and you just see this art colors, this fresh air on the picture, and I thought in that moment that I want all of it.
Yeah.
With your paint being so impressionistic and the paint being so rich and thick on the canvas, how long does it take for your paintings to dry? Is it especially long because you're using, so much paint? Yeah.
Yeah, it's dry about months.
Really, a month? Yeah. Wow.
And it depends.
Something about a week or two. If I did with spatula. Yeah, about months.
Yeah.
And what brand of paint do you use?
Paints? You mean
which make? Which brand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I used Ukrainian, but then some of my buyers sent me to try some American, then British, and I like them all, and Ukrainian and American too. I can say that it's some bad or good. I like them all, and also I mixed them.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry. I was just going to ask, do they work differently? Do you ever use American paints and say, oh, actually, it's not quite as, it's not the same consistency as the Ukrainian one? Do you have to adjust for how they work?
It's not. It's yes, American better quality, I think. But when I mean about consistent, like you said. But when you work with spatula, it's not so big sense. If I worked with teeny layers or something very long, maybe it's depend for me a lot. But as far I did my icon painting not with oil painting. Tempera, yeah. I make pigments and put egg and make colors. Yes, that's why I just do plein air with oil painting, and it's very quickly etudes, pictures, so I can say that I can really appreciate this better quality of American and British colors. That's for me, as much colors I have, it's better.
So what is your color palette? So how many colors do you use, and do you change it?
How much exactly, I don't know, but I think it's a traditional set for plein air painting. I like very much violet, and all the nuances of violet. Also, if it's right in English, ultramarine.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, blue ultramarine, and all variation, and also traditional yellow, green. Not my favorite green, because when blooming is gone, everything become green, so it's not the favorite color.
Because it's so strong.
It's strong, and maybe it's boring for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you use any earth colors like burnt sienna or burnt umber? So you have the.
Yeah, I have, but like I saw, they always stand on my palette. As for white and ultramarine and violet, I need to always add and add.
Yeah.
Yes. So about sienna, ochres, I use them, but I don't know why. They just lie and
Yeah.
Sometimes I say hi for them.
But your main, it's similar for me. I always have to buy more white, more ultramarine blue. They're the colors that I always have to buy all of the time. The other ones, they sit there.
Yes, and also I like orange when a sunny day. It's ultramarine and orange. It's the best.
Yeah. They make the perfect, because they're complementary colors. But when you mix them together, the grey is very beautiful.
Yeah.
What kind of scale are you working on as well? Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Sorry, what kind of scale are you painting? What's the scale that you use for canvas?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
How big do you paint?
Yeah. How big? Okay, it's not so big. I think it's middle size, and sometimes it's, for example, it's little, or it's middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some painters, they have very big canvases and they say it's small. Some really working on just a little, and they said it's middle. So I think in traditional understanding, it's middle, sometimes bigger, but as far I walking on the street, sometimes it's hard to make big sizes, to paint big sizes, because people going, asking, interrupting, talking, and you can't end in it. Also, in Ukraine, it's not a big culture of painters, and also I live in a small town, and people interesting what she do. I need to ask, every neighbors need to ask, say hi, hello, what you do, what colors. I have a lot of stories, and here's a little town, but here's a few museums. So I thought that for people it wasn't so news, but it's so interesting. That's why I can't make big sizes, because I need much longer times to do this. And I can start when it's sunny day and finish when at night, because all people want to talk with me. That's why I try to make middle size and very fast to do it. And if I saw that some man or woman came to me, I just make a view that it's finished, I need to go.
So where do you sell your paintings? Mainly online?
You know, for me, it's really hard ask, hard question, because this year I tried to make some internet shop here in Ukraine, because I can't make international, because many people thought that here we haven't condition to send, to receive. We have some problems, and we had really problems in past, but for now it's stabilized, and we understand how to live in such conditions. So here in Ukraine, it's okay. In that territories that was deoccupied and wasn't occupied. So here is more or less better, but such sites like Etsy, what else? Etsy, eBay, or something else. They not working with us. If you had a magazine or shop before 2020 year, so you can work in. If you haven't shop, so and also that's why I try to make shop here in Ukraine, and it's it wasn't so
difficult.
Yes, because people, first of all, people not understand such art a lot. I have some buyers here, but it's not from this shop. It's maybe Instagram or my friends or something. Second, it's because of why really people have no money, because we all waiting for winner, and we all waiting that after winner we become live again, because now we just like on that moment like and waiting. We're not like you're not like breathing. It's just stop and just wait, and it's in any ways of life, economic, art, and so on. We thought that it will end more quickly, but as far we become so tired of it, and so people can't think about art. And I sell on the Instagram. It was and it is Europe and America. It's not so much. I can't say that I'm super famous and super successful painter, but I have a few buyers that support me. My family support my art, support me in this year that I can do art really, because many people just do that they never do. For example, if you're an artist, when war come to us, people go to Europe, to Poland, and start to be sellers, cookers, anybody. Just and that's why I think I am lucky a little bit, because I really can. I can't say that I'm super rich, but I have chance to make art.
Yes, and I think it's amazing in many ways that with Instagram, and now that we're in Great Britain, Simon's in Wales, I'm in England, and you're in Ukraine, and we know you through your art because of Instagram, and how this sort of how art can be such a universal and global thing, from sales, whether people are buying work or even just appreciating that we know about your artwork, and it's a wonderful thing. Do you think that Instagram and the internet has helped you? Do you find it's a good thing for your art?
It's very good, I think. For artists, you need to go to the I don't know, Instagram or something. As for me, Instagram very cool. Because I find very good friends, really. We never see each other from eye to eye, but we talk make video chat almost every day. They buy my art. Also, I can paint. I make icon painting for them. And also we are very good friends. And as for me, Instagram gave me like a second life. I have life here. I have born people who just have chicken and gardens, and when see artist or person who painting on the street, they just make a fun face and oh my God, what she do? But Instagram opened me that society who really appreciate art, who wants to talk about it, who wants to make it, who wants to make it together, who support you, not to be like I'm better artist, no, I'm just want support you, understand you, want to share experience. And as for me, it's real, maybe much more real world than mine here.
Yeah. And I think it's so, as an artist as well, that you can have that space to show your work. As you were describing, it's quite difficult anyway, maybe where you live, to put the art up. But during a war, it's even more difficult. So that you can have Instagram and you can have the internet and still have that part of you that's your self-expression.
Yes. You know, when I start my page on Instagram, I think I was in that condition that I was maybe a little depressed. I want to make friends, real kind friends, and I wanted to show who I am in real, because people see me and thought what they thought. I don't know. They can't understand what I feel, how I see this world. For example, some of my friends in real with I study, or just neighbors, they say to me, I never saw this sky before you talk about. Really. because for example, if it's sunset or just a beautiful sky or something, it's first that I say, oh my God, how beautiful day today. And I don't know, maybe in Europe people more open for nature, for beautiful, for some beauty, nature beauty. But here people not so glad when it's a sunny day. They said, oh, I have too much to do, or something.
But you're an artist, and that's what artists do. They help other people see the beauty in things, and it's a wonderful thing that you, because that's where your eyes look, and you create a beautiful painting, and then you help others be able to see the world in that way too.
Yeah, in my head, it's very beautiful, ingenious my art, and so. But I began to make it. I understand it, and my thoughts are more beautiful.
Yeah, but that's often the case. I feel the same. When I'm painting, the image I have in my mind, it's never as good in the painting.
I think it will be super genius, and oh my God, no! Close my eyes. Oh my God, genius, no!
But other people see the beauty. You only see it like that because you created it. But the other people see the beauty. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to get into that headspace to kind of make the art and to see the beauty in what you're capturing? Is it ever difficult for you to get into the right state of mind?
It's mosquito.
I was thinking, like, is this going to be it? It's like this.
I'm sorry, can you repeat? Because I need to figure out how to answer anytime if you can.
So I'm just wondering, is it ever tricky for you to get into the right state of mind, being that, you know, people aren't necessarily thinking in beauty terms? You know, they're not always thinking of the beauty of nature, and you're out there observing beautiful things and wanting to capture that in paint. What's it like for you? How difficult is it to get into the right frame of mind to paint?
You know, I always, when I working on the fresh air, I always want to relax. I always want to, I say to myself, it's okay if nothing will work with it. Just please relax. And I try to do that, but I think I can't relax at all and just make what I make, not thinking what it will be, you know, what, because sometimes you make some etude that if you show people, they said, oh my God, what is it? So they just not understand what is it. And you're thinking about it, and you think that you need to make this sky that people understand that it's sky or something. And I try to make my mind free and openly. Really, every time I try, every time I try to make some experiment or something, but I think it will happen in future. I think I'm not in that mountain that I can say I did it.
Yes, but sometimes I think with painting that we're never completely satisfied with it. Yeah, I always tend to say if I'm maybe 60% or 50% happy, that's good. I'll never ever be 90 or 100% happy with it.
Yeah.
And I think that is part of painting, that and makes us want to do it over and over again, because we want to be able to create the perfect painting, but it never really happens. But we get close and closer each time.
I hope, yes, I hope. And also, I think it's my big mistake, but I think about it, and I understand that maybe it's about my icon painting, because in this method of make art, I need to make it everything clearly understandable and so on. And sometimes I want to stop my work unfinished, because it's nice. But this my thing that I need to finish, I think I spoil a lot of my pics because of this my.
Yes, yeah, I understand that. But what I like about your work is that it has this fresh. It feels fresh, and that's the thing. You can always, and I can tell with my work that when I've tried to make it perfect, but in your paintings you have that freshness, and that's true impressionism in that way.
Thank you.
But it's there. It's got the energy and the vibrancy, and that it's not complete. That they're not like finished in the sense of classical art. So classical art is everything. All the kind of edges are soft, but the true plein air impressionistic way always has that thing, like you've just seen it. It's that impression, and you capture that well. You capture it really.
I try.
Yeah. So, what is your favourite thing to paint out of that? So, flowers or landscape with flowers, with plants?
I like working on the street, but I make a lot of flowers on the window because it's really make me so tired and so upset when I talking with somebody on the street, when they interrupting you, when they describe you, and also as far as I'm girl, they thinking that they can to be rude or something. Sometimes it's. Yes, that's why it stopped me, and it's awful. And I want to adopt a big dog. And, yeah, really, I think about it. Yeah. And then we will go to the plein air with she or he, and I think everything will be better. That's why when I have inspiration, I put some flowers and make some pics. But better I prefer to work on the street. And when will our Crimea deoccupy? It will be soon, I hope. I will go to Crimea because it's very beautiful nature, and maybe you can come to Ukraine, to Crimea, and we will go together and make something. Because they are very beautiful nature. There are mountains, beautiful trees and blooming on the trees, sea, and people who understand that this territory is very beautiful, and it's not unusual that there are painters on the street.
Yes, it's part of the culture.
Yeah. I did a plein air in Odessa. There sea, there beach, there was school before war, and there are people not so unusual for painters. So it was cool. It was cool. Also, where was last year in autumn I was in Karpaty. Beautiful place too. Yes, I also was on the street painting, and there people just say hi, hello, and go
and
away.
leave you alone.
Yeah. But here, really, it's unusual here because it's a little town. Like I said, it's village. And people have too much time to talk to.
Well, with it being so small, I can imagine you'll be famous in your small town because you stand out as a painter. Everyone will be talking at home saying, "Did you see that young woman painting outside, telling me to go away and praying to have a big dog?"
I haven't looked yet now for now, but I really think about dog.
What is it?
Sorry.
I just wanted to ask, what is it that you like about your artwork?
You mean in process or in
the finish? When you're finished, when you're looking at it, what do you like about your own artwork?
You know, when I finish, I put my pic and go to see it from some distance. Yes, and like it's fresh air, too much wind, almost every piece.
Oh no!
So it's my favorite moment when they put on the land because of wind, and I need to restore it or something. I mean, favorite. It's it's not. But what my favorite?
Yeah, ones that are dry, like as in it doesn't need restoring because it's not wet anymore. And it's just your work. Like say you look on Instagram, you've got these amazing colors, you've got this kind of movement in the work because it's all beautifully loose but captured. What do you like about it when you look at it?
I like look at them when it's go sometime. For example, I did my pic. I was in my mom's house and did some pics. I said, oh, okay, that's okay. And then go home. After months, I came and see, oh, not so bad. Not so bad, can be. So when I look every time, for example, like now on my walls, it's just okay. But if I see it, also they almost all not framed. So I can't say without frame, I can't say if it's really successful. For me, it's difficult. But what my favorite, I really don't know. Maybe it's process.
Yeah,
it's very, very difficult. And like you say, when you go to see it at your mum's house and you think, oh God, that's good. I find that as well, but I'm in my studio now and my paintings are here. I'm so used to them. I know them too well that I can't see them. But sometimes if I go somewhere where one of my paintings is hanging up, or even on my phone, I'm looking through and I think, oh, that's quite good. because you've got that distance from it. I think it's really hard for artists to see their work as other people see it, because you always think, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's very difficult. But sometimes, like a little bit of time or distance away, you walk in, you think, oh, who painted that? It's quite good.
Yeah.
That's for me in the house need to be real painting, because, for example, in my flat I have painted my few little pics, and also I bought a few years ago from Ukrainian painter two very cool pics. I put it on the wall. It's makes so atmosphere. Yeah. So when I came into the house or flat without any picture, it made me sad. It's like without house without soul. As for me, it's like necessary for me. I like acrylic, oil painting. I like different style, and sometimes I can't sleep. I want a picture of some painters or something, and also I thinking if I will be rich someday, I will not be rich because I spend all my money to art. Really. Yeah. Because I really like it. It's so inspiring. For example, some picture I like a lot from Ukrainian artist. Maybe you heard Yuri Shapoval. It's one of my favorite artists in Ukraine, and I really like his picture. And I bought it after a few years. Then he did it. Oh. It was so unexpected that it's in his hand. Yeah. He's a very interesting person. He did some how it goes, etude or sketch. He made watercolors, some conceptual composition, and they put on the Ukrainian stamps.
So very famous.
I don't know if we can call us famous. I don't know. I know him. He know me. For each other, we are famous.
Yeah. Well, I suppose for a certain amount of artists, unless you reach a certain point of commercial fame, you're always kind of a little bit under the radar for a lot of the public, really, isn't it? You know, you're trying to reach a specific group of interested people who are art appreciators and fellow artists, whereas, you know, the mainstream audience is always going to be a little bit more difficult to reach, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. As for me, it's unusual to be not in art and without art. And I think people need not only food and condition to live, but they also need art, because it's, for example, here were a lot of people, and thank for support my real friends from America. They really support us and my family, and we could be like another people that really have no food or something. But even in such a condition, art help support and save. It can be icons, it can be mosaic, it can be classical art or music, or it's like some teeny thing that you can just take it and come to another world and be here in safe.
Yes, yeah, and it gives you that, like you were saying, that art in a way is that it's food for the soul.
Yes,
this thing that I think we need, whether it's music or paintings. This beauty is so important to us, and this is the role of artists to create that. But we also appreciate it as artists like yourself to have that in your life, the art of other people, to bring it, and it can change everything. It can change how your day is going, to have that again, whether it's music or painting in your life. It can bring a lot of joy and peace as well.
Yeah. Also, I remember when I have a lot of art from Yulia Klishina and other painters in my flat, and I thought what I should do if my flat will bomb. What I should do with art. And I thought, oh, I need to pack it and put where it can be bombing everywhere. Where? So I decide to leave it, and what will be. So, and it's still on my walls.
Good.
Do you have photographs?
I'm so pleased
of your work? Did you photograph it? Yeah, so you have kind of almost a collection of lost pieces. Does that make sense? Did you photograph the paintings before you had to leave? Did they?
Yeah, I have. Yes.
Yeah. So you still have the images to know what you've lost. They could still be there in perfect condition, or they could be gone. You don't really know what condition they're in.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Here here we had Russian tanks. We had Russian techniques, army techniques, soldiers, but we haven't a lot of bombing, like for example in Kharkiv or even Odessa, Kiev. This territory was occupied until March. Maybe it was end of March. So they thought it's like part of Russia already, but it wasn't. No. So lucky for us, they not bombing us so much. In my town, we lost one house, and one house a little bit trouble with windows. Maybe that's all. They bombed in some electricity stations, not houses with people. Thank God, and I hope everything will be okay. Some thing happened, but not so much. It's really miracle because it's really near to Russia. Really.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you could go back to your house and your studio, and all of your artwork is there, and all of your painting supplies are there.
And also my cat, because I thought that I will just gave him to run away, because I need to just take with myself. But in that day, my cat just sitting, not going everywhere, and just waiting for me. I said, "You waiting?" When we start to run, he just look at me and just do what I say. Just crazy.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
Oh, it's so nice that you can be back in your life and your cat.
Yeah, I'm lucky person for now. At least for now.
Yeah, and I really do hope that you're victorious and you can live that peaceful artistic life again, and paint.
And I invite you to peaceful Ukraine in future.
I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to Ukraine, and I think for me, I've only seen photographs and pictures, but the sky. I'm obsessed by the sky. But in every picture, I see the sky, and then when I also see the churches with the gold on the roof and the way the sky, the lights reflect, it's absolutely beautiful. One day I'll come.
Yes, sure. I will be your guide.
Good.
We will make a plein air. International plein air.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Can I ask, where should we send people to go and support you and to see your artwork? Where is it you'd like people to, like the audience for this podcast, to go and support you and see your work?
I think on Instagram. I think I have page on Facebook, but I'm not very active there. So I'm just on Instagram. I think that's all.
Yeah.
I'm not so rich on social media.
No, that's fine. You do fantastically well. You've done a great job. And I'll leave a link in the description below, and I'll make sure to send people there so that they can go and support your work, because you've got a beautiful collection of paintings that you're still constantly pushing out. So I love that. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Yulia.
Yeah, lovely to meet
you. Thank you, me too.
And we'll speak again.
Yeah, sure. With pleasure. If my English correct and right, I am okay. I very like to talk about art, to talk about ways of art and so on, because it's like for me it's like glass of water or fresh air, because I can't talk with anybody, only my friends from Instagram or.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you for invitation.